A bunch of big region games coming up again this week, David. We'll start with Dothan High. They lost in disappointing fashion to Enterprise last Friday night at home. A great game that went down to the wire. Now they got Baldwin County coming in. They got to get right off the deck and get another win here.
Well, 2 weeks left in region play. Every game's important now. There's only 8 region games, and all of them are going to be important because that race now all of a sudden is so jumbled up between that game and Foley beating Fairhope last week. You got 6 teams that are still in playoff contention. On paper, Dothan should win this. Baldwin County's 0-7, winless on the year on paper, but you can't afford to stump your toe thinking about what's going to happen somewhere else because obviously there's a lot of scoreboard watching now this as you get down to crunch time in the region play, but they got to focus in on that game.
And in the same sort of way, Enterprise has got to come down off that high. This is a team in Robertsdale coming into Enterprise that they should beat, but you can't overlook anyone.
Almost the same situation, just in reverse of what Dothan is. You know, they're on the high. They got to come down. Can't afford to stump your toe. I mean, they got themselves in position now for the playoffs, potentially with a big win last week. But they got to keep going. They can't let up.
Northview got a nice win on the road last week at Baldwin County. Now they got to go back on the road. It's a little tougher this time with Foley.
Northview's won their 4th game last week, which is surpassed their win total from last year, and they're still hanging in the playoff picture, sort of, but they got to win this week. They got to win against Fairhope next week. That's going to be 2 tough challenges for them. Still a possibility, and of course the other thing is they want to get that 500 mark, which they've only done one time in the last 12, 13 years, so that's another big goal for them.
Daleville still undefeated. They got to go to Slocomb this week. The Red Tops have won 3 in a row.
Very good matchup here. Daleville they've already clinched the playoff spot with a win last week. They can clinch the region title with a win this week. Slocomb's looking to get in the playoff. They're in a tight battle with Abbeville, Dale County, which played Daleville tough last week. Barber County all bunched in together, and it's an important game for them. Slocomb got their quarterback back last week. Matt Hagler is back, and that's a big boost for them as they go into this game.
I think one of the most intriguing matchups of the night has Ariton at Providence Christian. You got Ariton with Josh Bell, a tremendous passing quarterback. They've got some really good athletes over there, and Providence really likes to run the football, so it should be a great game.
Yeah. Providence has struggled there for a couple weeks, lost 2 in a row, but they got the running game going back last week. Nathan Turner, Spencer Walker had good games. Kyle Erickson didn't play last week. He was a little banged up, and they wanted to rest him, and the other 2 guys stepped up for him. And they're going to have a tough challenge with a decent, pretty good Ariton defense led by Seth Roberts, who's made a lot of tackles, one of the top tacklers in the Wiregrass. It's going to be a tough matchup there.